What's going on, Jerome? So Minnesota Fighting Vikings have been very active thus far in free agency, fortifying both of the trenches. But, of course, we wanted more than I could give. But, Kwesi, there's still room. There's still time. Before the draft, there's still a fistful of moves we'd like to see. So here are 10 moves we want to see the Vikings make still the rest of the way in free agency. Number one, sign Cooper Kupp. So Cooper Kupp just got cut right now. Now, won't count against it because he was cut, so it doesn't factor into the comp picks. But, of course, we know Cooper Kupp, 2021, winning the Super Bowl MVP, Triple Crown, Kevin O'Connell, Wes Phillips. We know that guy, right? Kupp, injuries, yes, but can he still provide as a wide receiver 3? Yes. Plus, the allure of joining a very good team with his guy, Kevin O'Connell, Wes Phillips. Woo, absolutely love to see that. Now, and also, you do have to factor in that the Vikings and Jordan Addison is probably going to have a 3-game suspension at some point this year. And I do like Jalen Speedy Naylor, but I think that that middle of the field safety blanket option for J.J. McCarthy is going to be huge. So go after Cooper Kupp with everything you got. Number 2, trade Bradbury to the Falcons. So, the Falcons and also apparently the Colts, they do have a need at center, and Bradbury would be a scheme fit for the Falcons where they're used to a center who can run block but can't pass block. Plus, reunited with Kurt, why not? Plus, Bradbury is from the South, so Atlanta will be a hop, skip, and a jump from the Carolinas. And also Drew Dahlman gone. Not a deep or great center class outside of like Jared Wilson. Maybe Gray Zabel kicks inside. But other than that, hey, we will take your finest 7th-round picks this year and a 4th-round pick conditionally in 2026. Why not? Number 3, re-sign Cam Akers. Now, this is basically just to save the Vikings from having to trade for him in season for the 3rd year in a row. But Cam is a rock-solid running back, and there's worry about the Achilles, but he's good to go. And also pass protection. He's solid receiver. He's great. So he is a 3-down running back. And also, a lot of the Vikings' big-time plays in the running game down the stretch weren't from Aaron Jones. They were from Cam Akers. So I think that having the Vikings at least go 2 deep at running back that you're confident in before you hit the draft, and yeah, it's a very good draft class. Akers ain't going to cost you a lot, so go out and get him. Keep him. Number 4, re-sign left guard Dalton Risner. So I say left guard specifically. So Risner, since he came into the league as a 2nd-round pick out of Kansas State, he was only a left guard for the Broncos, and he played left guard for the Vikings for 1 season. And then he kicked over to the right side and was still solid. 21 pressures, 1 sack allowed, 76.1 PFF pass blocking grade, which is just good. And Risner's been weird. All right, so both of the last off seasons, it's been taking a while for him to be signed, whether he was free agent from the Broncos and then eventually he was a free agent with the Vikings. But looking at the offensive line, Darisaw, left guard, TBD, Ryan Kelly, you're keeping Will Fries a right guard, and then you got Brian O'Neill. Risner, even though he played right guard last year, he's played left guard through the duration of his NFL career, and it would allow you to check the boxes. Now, Risner, not about that run blocking life, but is a capable pass blocker and giving some competition for Blake Brandel, who's in the 2nd year of his deal, or rookies TBD. Could make some sense. Plus, I don't think Risner's going to break the bank. 5, Cooper Rush is QB2. So I kicked around Mac Jones. I can't get over the fact that Mac Jones is legitimately an a-hole. But Cooper Rush, he does strike the balance. He is 31, but he's the type of quarterback that is good in the quarterback room, a veteran leader, but also one that could start for you in a pinch. Right, and I do think that the Vikings need that as J.J. McCarthy's backup. I think, frankly, the worst decision would be to have young backups behind J.J. only. I think, so you got J.J. McCarthy, you want that veteran backup quarterback 2, and then you can have a young quarterback 3 project for Kevin O'Connell. I think that's how the quarterback strata should break down. Number 6, re-sign Hadi Ward, Kamu Grugier-Hill, as well as Shaq Griffin. So you have role players on defense that definitely filled voids. Hadi was fantastic as a rotational defensive line piece, 3rd on the team in pressures and quarterback hits. Kamu was good as a backup off-ball linebacker as well as a plus special teamer. Shaq Griffin was good whenever he was inserted playing some cornerback. So adding depth at all 3 levels of the defense, veteran guys that work well with Flores and also are going to be cheap, makes sense. Number 7, sign nose tackle Foley Fodakasi. So he's 30, but he's your solid traditional nose tackle. A little bit of an upside as a pass rusher as well. Now, Fodakasi, He was probably up there in terms of top 5 to 7 nose tackles during a couple of years with the Jets. Sort of had a fall off with the Texans, but I do think that as a veteran nose tackle could come in and supplement what Harrison Phillips and Taki Tamme do at the nose. Number 8. Also, this does not preclude you from drafting a nose tackle. Yeah. Number 8, sign safety Marcus Epps. So we're looking for veteran safety depth. And Marcus Epps, yes, the marvelous Marcus Epps, a 6th-round pick in 2019 by the Vikings out of Wyoming. Eventually ended up with the Eagles and the Raiders last 2 years. He is coming off of an ACL, but in terms of a veteran safety who can play multiple spots, versatility is great. Tough, feisty kid. Absolutely would love it. Number 9, signed tight end Mo Alley Cox, was what your mom says when she's in the city. So Mo spent his entire career with the Colts, has put up decent numbers, and bringing him in as a solid blocking tight end 3 with some receiving upside, I think that certainly would fit in. So it would be Hockenson, Josh Oliver with a potential rework deal, Mo Alley Cox, as well as rookie TBD, and do that up. 10, signed cornerback Bryce Hall. So name sounds familiar. So Hall in 2020 ended up being a 5th-round pick by the Jets, ended up with the Buccaneers last year. He's had ankle issues. Ankle injury cost him time last year, and a busted ankle cost him probably a couple rounds of draft picks. So like we said, he was a 5th-round pick in 2020 coming out of Virginia. By the Jets. Probably would have been a 2nd-round pick if he had been able to stay healthy, but he's only 27, 6'1", 202, and in the 2020 draft class, he was one of the best zone cornerbacks. And I think that the Vikings having some depth at corner, it's not going to cost you a lot, won't cost you any guaranteed money, and also Kwesi loves the mama I could change him medical guys, and also should have been a highly drafted guy. Just his career hasn't worked out the way that everyone expected it to, but here, with the Vikings playing a lot of zone, could make some sense. But that's it. That's at 10 moves that we still want to see in free agency. Let us know your thoughts, our thoughts, comment section. You guys are the best what to do. Skol, production value.